I'm Anil Kumar, and here is a very interesting question which will help us to review some concepts of calculus. The question here is, a flight from Toronto to Montreal covers the distance of 400 kilometers in about an hour. Draw distance time graph for the same. So you can pause the video, answer the question, and then look into my suggestions. Now I've seen many different kinds of graphs for this. So what I will do here is sketch some of the graphs which I have seen, right? And I'll make this a multiple choice question. So I'll sketch only three, okay? So let's say these are the three graphs which we have seen in the test papers many times. So one of them is kind of like this, okay? One of them is kind of like this, okay? One of them is kind of like this. So there are many versions. It could be any of these, right? So what is common in these graphs is that this point here, this axis here is the time for each, right? This is time, and this is distance. This is distance, this is distance, this is distance, and of course distance is in kilometers. I'm just giving you time to think about it and answer, right? So, and this is in minutes, okay? So that's minutes, okay? So if time is in minutes, this point here is 60 minutes, right? This point here is 60 minutes, this point here is 60 minutes. That is of course 0, right? So that is the kind of graph which we normally see. Now you can think about it, pause the video and select the right answer. By now you must have also sketched your graph, right? What is the right answer? A flight from Toronto to Montreal covers the distance of 400 kilometers in about an hour. How will the distance time graph look like? So we're looking into distance time graph, right? So can you tell me that? So we're looking for distance time graph. The correct answer is this. So that is the correct answer for us. Why is it so? Let's think about it now. It's kind of hard to at times think that why this is the right diagram. We've been seeing these kinds of diagrams earlier. Well, you had been seeing these types of diagrams, but that was for height and time, not distance. So the plane takes a flight and then lands. This is height and time, correct? Well, this is of course wrong. It doesn't match any. But this one is the right answer. Now, my question is, can you explain why? And I'm writing here, this distance is 400 kilometers. Okay. The reason is very clear. Distance time, we see as the plane flies from Toronto to Montreal, distance increases, right? Distance always increases. Is going away, correct? It's going away from Toronto, reaching Montreal, correct? So the distance is increasing. That is good. Time taken is shown as 60 minutes, which was in all the cases. Not a great deal. Now, how this shape helps you to identify this to be the correct one? Well, at the time the flight reaches Montreal, it has already covered 400 kilometers, right? So that is what's shown here. 400 kilometers is what it has covered. It also shows a very interesting thing here. That is, it's kind of flat here when it reaches. Now velocity is tangent along this, right? So slope of the curve is what velocity is. What you will notice here is that the slope of the curve is almost 0 when the plane started and almost 0 when it lands. So when it stops, it is 0, correct? And as the flight takes off, the velocity increases, being maximum at this point, right? So the curvature changes. It's concave up here, right? This is concave down, and this portion is concave up. In this portion, the velocity, the speed is increasing, as you can see, right? As it reaches Montreal, it has to decrease its speed, and when it stops, the speed is 0. So that clearly indicates the path of the flight where we are seeing distance with time, right? So I hope that's absolutely clear. It's very, very important question. I'm Anil Kumar and I hope you appreciate it. You can always share and subscribe my videos, and if you like, you can put some likes. Thank you and all the best.